Noel is my name.
Noel, nice to meet you, Noel.
Well, nice to meet you, Parker. And where are you from, Parker?
From Vermont, in the northeast of the U.S., halfway between Boston and Montreal, Canada.
Very good. And are you enjoying your trip over here?
Oh, it's great. It's my first time. I'm having a grand time.
Good. And what about the people or whatever? Do you find them okay?
I haven't had any troubles yet. No, everybody's been great.
And what about the pint of Guinness or whatever?
I ran into those full on the other night. That's why I'm drinking water today.
Water today. So you had too many last night.
I did, as a matter of fact.
And and do you cycle much in the States?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
Mountain biking only, not as much as I'd like.
Yeah. And the cycle trail that was promoted in the States, has it yielded much business in the area in Vermont?
Yeah, it's like I was telling you, it's one of the single biggest success stories for a local town rallying around bike trails. Okay? And the bike trails are all owned by individual private landowners, and I think they've got 40 to it's far north of 40 landowners, and they've got well over 100 miles, which is, what is that? There's 100K is 60 miles, so it's at least 150K of world-class bike trails, and it was just voted by Mountain Bike Magazine, which is one of the premier mountain bike magazines in the world, as the best trail system in the United States.
Super.
And they won a grant. Readers wrote into Mountain Bike Magazine, who do you think has the best trail system in the United States? And they won the contest, and so they got a $100,000 grant this past year to build more trails. And they're engineered. They have actually trail builders and trail engineers. These are guys and gals who've just ridden for a long time and maybe had a landscape business or something, and so they know how to operate small equipment, and they do a beautiful job.
Sure. And what kind of a surface have you got?
Surface?
Yeah, what's the surface?
The surface is similar to here in the sense that we've got, I'm looking at a trail right behind me on a relatively steep slope, and you wouldn't have a trail going down that steep usually. There's some that are real expert trails, and that actually would bike right down that. But the soils are similar, grass, and kind of a mixed, you've got some heavy clay soils, a little bit of sandier soils just like this down by the river. Yeah. And they're really careful to, when they're building, to stay out of those wet areas, or they've built really fun bridges, so they go right over the top of them.
Super.
And they don't disturb the sensitive
areas.
And
have they brought much business and to the various towns that they pass through these trails?
Well, this one town of Burke, Vermont, they estimated they had 30,000 rider days last year on
30,000?
30,000.
Are they from the States, or are they
most of them,
from
a good percentage are French-Canadian.
French-Canadian,
yeah.
Canada. Canada,
yes,
all the way down.
The border to come down.
My God.
And they figured that on average, last year, that all those riders brought in around $5 million into the community and buying gas, B&Bs, buying food at the Quickie Mart, buying a new tire for their bicycle. And it is literally just exploding. Like they're
super.
Trying to figure out, they've opened up 2 new restaurants in town, and you can just see where all the other villages are sort of suffering, and no joke. And you pull into this town, and you're just like, what is going on here?
And you have a good bit of crack anyway.
Yeah. And one of my good friends bought a house there in the town, so I go there all the time.
All the time. That's super. Yeah. Well, nice to meet you, Parker. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your holiday, and bring a lot of your friends over, or whatever. And you would certainly recommend the upgrade of this Barrow line here.
Yeah, I totally would. I've just ridden from Boris, and I've never met you before. You just asked me to come by.
That's right. Yeah, I know.
I started talking to you, and I could see that this would be perfect terrain to have a good bike path on.
Oh, super. Yeah.
I think when done right, cattle make more of an impact on a trail than the bikes, because you can see the path is only about, a quarter of a meter wide, and I don't see that it's going to disturb things, and if you need to, build a few bridges. After that, I think that the animals traditionally do much more harm to the ground than these things. Yeah. So, anyway, nice talking to you.
Nice to see you, Parker, anyway. And by the way, what do you work on in the States?
I'm in the lumber business.
In the lumber,
Yeah,
a lumberjack.
What's that?
A lumberjack.
I'm sort of a modern-day lumberjack, but I take the wood and then I make it into fancy veneers and things.
That's a super job.
And I'm actually going to go do some work in...
and you flew direct from Boston to Dublin, did you?
Yeah, Boston to Dublin, and my folks are in the horse buying business, so they're at the Gore's Bridge auctions.
Is that early? Yeah, very great.
So I'm just messing around.
Okay, nice to meet you, Parker. God bless, and thanks for the information. God bless.
Good luck with your trail system.
Thank you.